What's up, guys? I'm back with another video for you guys today. So I'm about to tell you guys what is a 19 Yankee in the United States Army. So a 19 Yankee, that's a unit supply specialist, responsible for inventory, storing, and issuing supplies, weapons, and equipment. This role is vital for unit readiness and often managing all equipment that involve, which is proper accountability, right? So training, typically 8 weeks in Fort Gregg Adams, which used to be called Fort Lee, which everything you do, which particularly the job is logistics, and you can take this job into the civilian world, right? So I'm about to really explain what it's really like, because I've been an IHE Yankee for close to almost 7 years, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So the thing about 19 Yankees, right? The reputation that you will get. This is a message going to any new 19 Yankees coming into the military. But this is the stuff you are going to deal with, right? You are going to deal. You are going to deal with the fact that people think you do not work. I have dealt with that for approaching close to 7 years, and people just assume I don't do stuff. I'm never in the office, or I'm not doing my job. Those are the assumptions that people are going to make, but in reality, they don't know what you do. They don't know how much you do that benefits them, let alone the unit and all this other stuff. Me, I'm cold, man. Like, when it comes to me doing my job, I take my job very seriously. And then on top of that, right? On top of that, I do file a statement of charges. So a statement of charges is a document which you will put the nomenclature of an equipment and then the price of the equipment. Of course, depending on what the equipment is, you can depreciate it. Depreciation means like taking a certain amount off the total price of that equipment, and that person will be charged, right? Another thing we also deal with is something called a FLIPL, right? I'm gonna give you the full acronym. It's a financial liability investigation of property loss, right? So, in other words, if a certain equipment gets lost, depending on what type of equipment it is, a FLIPL will be done. An investigation will commence on what happened, all the details, sworn statements, all that stuff. Like, it's no joke. By no means. Most supply people know what this is. We deal with it. But here's the thing about FLIPLs, though. It's a double-edged sword of a system to use, only because depending on the outcome, 50-50, either you won't pay for that equipment at all, and it's just like this, right? Or you pay the whole thing, and you don't get depreciation off it. So there are consequences to when you lose equipment. And mind you, when a non-commissioned officer ends up paying for something like a statement of charges, they get depreciation. Officers do not. So you guys pay for the full for the full thing. So we manage a whole lot. We can manage up to 20 million, maybe $30 million of equipment. And we help the commander of a company, could be brigade or whatever, we help them manage that equipment efficiently to the point where they won't end up having to pay for anything once that commander's about to leave. But there's also other things. You're going to deal with people who act like they know your job better than you. Nah. Not unless they actually do the job. They can be there, they can supervise, they can like see it, but there's a difference between seeing what we do and actually doing it. You know what I mean? There's a difference. There's a huge difference. The only best thing about this job is that I can actually get out the Army right now and get a good job with my experience right now. I could. After this contract, I'll be approaching 10 years of military service. Right? What people don't understand, there's a lot of stuff that we deal with. We have to deal with people signing their stuff on time. So we manage something called a property book. And there are sub-hand receipt holders. Those are like the like sections of the property book broken up. And a few people are signed for that specific set of stuff. You know what I mean? And you have to make sure that all of it is signed before the commander signs the books for that month. So typically, according to regulation AR 710-4, they only typically have to sign their sub-hand receipts every 6 months. But most commanders don't do it. They rather it sign every month because it keeps the sub-hand receipt holders more accountable. Another thing we also have to deal with is the fact that we have to make sure these guys know, do they know where their equipment is? That's another issue that we constantly face time and time again. And some people just don't care. They don't care about property. They don't care about property until it leads to them possibly paying for something. Right? A lot of people think being a 19 Yankee is a chill job. No. No, it is not a job where you sit back and don't do anything. If anybody reclasses to be a 19 Yankee, you are lying. Just for that reason, you are lying to yourself. I have met many people that have reclassed to 19 Yankee, and when them actually doing the job now, they look freaking stupid. I get hit up constantly from people that did reclass to my job, and they're like, "Damn, I never realized you were doing so much. You were doing this much." Oh, brother, I do a lot. You guys don't understand like the constant mental strain I go through on a daily basis where I'm going on the computer, I'm calculating stuff, I'm trying to help people out process all this other stuff. You don't know. You guys don't know. Not a lot of people don't know what 92 Yankees do. They think we don't do anything, which is really irritating because the sooner you guys understand the importance of property, the better off you're going to be in the foreseeable future when it comes to field training, how to properly document stuff when it comes to you going on a training and stuff is stored in like a tough box or all this other stuff. My mom did this job. She recommended me to do this job. And I got to say, I actually enjoyed the job because it teaches me accountability and attention to detail that I never had before before I joined the military. And it's really, really funny. It's really, really funny because no matter what we do, the job is going to change, right? They just came out with a new system called Seams. Anybody who's a current 19 Yankee in right now already knows what that system is. So ever so often, supply needs your clothing record, which is OCIE, which is your military gear that you get as soon as you get to the duty station. They need documentation of that ever so often. So there's a new system called Seams where we can actually, depending on what company and all that stuff you're in, right? We can actually look at everybody's OCIE record. So it's not just now that we're managing property anymore. We're managing people's OCIE records. If stuff's incorrect, we can change it in that system. So you can no longer go to the actual like military equipment facility, which is called CIF, right? You can no longer go there to have them change it. It's unit internal now. You can do statement of charges on there. You can do flippals on there. It's a whole different thing. I'm still learning the system right now. I'll probably do a later video about that system in specific terms once I like get the experience using that system. All right. Um, but now we have to manage everybody's OCIE record. So property plus that can lead up to, jeez, I'll say like $40 million in total. That's just a guess off the top of my head of how many people I have to manage, right? So, like, even when we do a change of command where we're doing 100% inventorying of everything, we do turn-ins, we're doing lateral transfers. People think our job ain't nothing, and I'm just like, in my head, how many jobs that people are currently in right now, and I know that those jobs will not benefit them outside the military. There's a lot of jobs that people choose, and it does not benefit them on the outside, and that's on them. That's on them because no one wants to do proper research or anything at all. So I'm just like this. Hey, that's on you, bro. But people gotta also understand, like, as a 19 Yankee, you're not always gonna get like the thumbs up that you always wanted. Sometimes you won't even get credit for all the work you do. It just is what it is. There's nothing you really can do. Like, I did a change of command once, and I didn't get an ARCOM for it. They bumped it back down to an AAM. Imagine how discouraged I felt. I get it. It's my job, right? Nearly 7 years of service. I've gotten so used to my work being downgraded to the point where it doesn't bother me anymore as long as the work is done right and correct and that people trust me to do the job. That's where my mind is at. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is what it is. I don't even get mad at all. I really don't. Because me being mad about something so trivial is going to make me look immature, right? If I get an award, cool. If I don't, it is what it is. I keep going. I gain more experience. I do what I got to do. But if you guys have a fellow 92 Yankee, just know that they do a lot. You just don't see what they do. Just like how I don't see what everybody else does. So I don't be saying people don't be doing stuff unless I really see you not really doing something, then I'm going to say something, right? So give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to certain jobs and actually, like, talk to them, get to know them, like, understand how they work. And then you're definitely going to see, oh, I was wrong. You actually do a lot. That's it. But if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and I hope y'all have a very blessed day. Peace.